What's up, guys? This is your girl Ashley Wells with a horsey voice. Lord Jesus, too much. I will not advise, guys, that you take edibles while watching romantic thrillers. I will not advise that because before you know it, you watching them suckers like it's a football game, hollering, yelling, dude, go there. It was crazy. So, man, especially if it's a like a on the scary movie side. Too much. Too much. All right, guys. So actually I'm heading to this holiday party through my job, and literally I was like, oh crap. I did not shoot my vlog. So I'm doing this real quick before I head out for that. So, all right, guys. During my lovely high spell with this edible, I literally just came to with a really good topic that I think is literally a hit and miss with the lesbian community, and that's the fact of whether the rules should apply when it comes to the dating field. So unlike when you have a man and a woman, the man is expected to make the first move. He's expected to make the first move. Hell, he's usually expected to pay for the first date, and usually in some cases he's expected to cover all the dates. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I literally had an epiphany just thinking about, my situations and thinking about back then when I was younger, getting into the dating thing. And I was like, yeah, I was definitely the one that was always expected to make that first move when it comes to the date invitation itself, as well as, paying for the first date, all that. Don't get me started, even if they had kids, because you got to cover them too as well. So, but I was like, wait a minute, now at the end of the day, though, should the rules still apply for the lesbian community? Now, I think a lot of people think, because, especially with masculine women in particular, they automatically assume that, okay, well, you in representation of a man, so you should carry on the man's role. First of all, I'm not a man, don't want to be a man, don't see myself as a man. And the thing is, just because I dress it doesn't mean I am it or want to be it. I wear men's clothing because one, it's more comfortable for me, and with me having a bulkier built, than most women, I felt for me it was just a little bit more comfortable for me to wear men's clothing. Doesn't mean I want to be a man or anything like that. And a lot of masculines get mistaken for that. They think that, oh, you dress like a woman, so you must want to be one. No, it's just literally comfortable wise. It one for me it was comfort. I did not feel right nor look right wearing feminine clothing. I just didn't. With my characteristics, my mannerisms, with being more rugged, I just didn't. It just didn't fly. But getting back to it, guys. So the main thing is, I was like, well, wait a minute. Now on the flip side, has a woman ever stepped up and invited me on a date, paid for the first date or anything? No, it never happened. Not once. It was always on me. And even when I was feminine, even when I would dress feminine, it was the same thing. So I'm just like, what is the perimeter when it comes to lesbian courtship? You know what I'm saying? Now, for me personally, I believe it should be, a little bit of both. I believe that it shouldn't be always one party's responsibility to initiate a date or to initiate anything. I believe like it should be on both ends. If someone is equally interested in you, then why not, you approach them and say so, or you approach them, and then you get, oh man, I do recall quite a bit where I would meet someone, and this was like maybe right before the pandemic. Everybody and mama would say that they're shy. Everybody and their mama. And to me, I'm like, okay, I get it if you're shy, but are you saying that because you're too shy to make the first move and you're expecting others to do it for you? Or are you saying that you're too shy because you're a little insecure with the possibilities of being with a woman? Now, again, with my experience, it was both of those things. I have not met anyone, prior to this year that literally has taken the initiative of saying, hey, I would like to, treat you out to a coffee or something. Or, hey, I would like to treat you out on a date, or would you like to go on a date? Because it's always been me. And what I'm noticing is every time when it definitely is apparent that you're myself, or you seem to be the one who's responsible for initiate this, those people are quick to dump you. They take those dates and they dip. So yeah, guys, I'm seriously wondering when it comes to the LGBTQ community, and I keep saying that. Let me just make it about us. Let's just make it about the ladies this time. When it comes to the lesbian community, should we or are we to be expected of it's always being on us, the masculine women, to protrude their role as a man? But the thing is, we're not men. So I'm so confused by this. Like, but then too, when you look for femme, one, you very rarely even find femme. You very rarely see it out there. But I'm so curious, even when it comes to the femme relationships, how does that apply? Because femme guys is feminine women dating who dates feminine women. And I have never came across a femme relationship. I'm almost 40 years old. The whole entire time of my career, my lesbian career, I've never came across that. It's usually a bi and a femme, not bi, a bisexual woman, that's usually femme. And yeah, she might date a feminine woman in that end, but usually it's like a poly type situation. I have never seen a lesbian woman and a lesbian woman. So with that being said, I seriously do wonder, like, if the standards to date a woman applies mostly with masculine and feminine for that very reason, for the dating attributes, the dating expectations. Now, there are some femmes I just locally haven't seen any, but I'm so curious for the femme couples out there. How do you guys delegate who initiates the dates or who initiates the courtship? How you guys handle that? Like, how is that done? Because I am truly truly curious about this. Like, I want to know how that applies. All right, guys, till next time.